What I have today is my observations on the differences between 22 long rifle ammunition. Now, I got an assortment here of the ones that I have been shooting lately, and some I've had good success with, and some not. Um, First of all, I measured the diameter of them all, an assortment of each brand, and they all measure between 224 and 225. Generally, you can split the difference, and it doesn't matter which brand, they all seem to measure out about the same on the major diameter of the bullet. Some of the differences are, for example, these RWS bullets, they have kind of a waxy lubricant on it. That's the best way I can describe it. That's RWS Club there, which I haven't tried yet. They're a new box that I just got in. And these are RWS Target Rifle, and it seems to have that same kind of waxy coating. Interestingly, too, the bullets have the same profile. So I hope the RWS Club work as well as the RWS Target Rifle, because they do very well for me in my German single shot. It's a Krico. I don't have a fancy 22 target rifle, so I'm not buying premium ammunition like Midas Plus or Center X. It just doesn't seem to be worth the money. So I'm using the mid-range ammo, and the RWS target rifle does very well in my German gun. I'm hoping that the RWS Club will work as well. Now, when it comes to the SK ammunition, I've tried several different boxes of it, and it has what I'm going to call kind of an oily feeling lubricant on it. As a matter of fact, it'll come off in your fingers a little bit. The lubricant is not as waxy, it's more oily than the RWS. Now, these long-range match, they work very well in a Enfield rifle that I have that I converted from 303 centerfire to 22 rimfire. They work very well in it. So that's generally what I'm using in that gun. Now, I've tried some other of the SK ammunitions, Biathlon. It's not too bad. I didn't have much luck with the SK Standard Plus or the SK Rifle Match. They don't seem to group as well. And all the SK ammunition that I got, it has that same oily feeling lubricant on the bullet. And it looks to me like they're all exactly the same profile. So, why one shoots better than the other, I don't know. Anyway, so I've got the SK ammo and the RWS ammo, which is working out quite well for me. Now, here's something of interest I found interesting anyway when I started taking a look at it. These here are CCI Quiet. And I have one rifle that I have sighted in for this ammunition to use for pest control, and it is deadly at 25 yards in the old Mossberg that I have sighted in for it. Extremely tight groups just from a sandbag, like half-inch, 3/8 5-shot groups. So after 25 yards, the accuracy drops off very quickly. Beyond 25 yards, I don't think it's much good for anything. But as a matter of fact, at 50 yards, I had 5-inch drop and about a 6-inch group. So it works really good up for close range, but in my rifle anyway, but further than 25 yards, it would be pointless. So one of the interesting things I found, I've got some CCI standard velocity here too, and while many people really like this ammunition, I haven't found any of my guns to work well with it at all. There's a lot of fellas on YouTube that say it's a really great bullet, and I haven't had any luck with it. So I've got a bunch of it. I'm just going to plink off or take my grandchildren out and let them shoot it. What's interesting about that, though, is the standard velocity and the CCI Quiet, they have a different bullet profile. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera or not. The bullet profile on the Quiet is very much like the SK or the RWS. On the standard velocity, the profile is different. The nose of the bullet is a smaller diameter, quite a bit of a smaller diameter than the main body of the bullet, which is of course engaging the rifling. Now, I did a test just for fun. I got this old 22 barrel here and I popped it in like that, and then I measured from the muzzle of the barrel up to the rim, and these CCI standard velocity have 20,000 less bearing surface than the CCI Quiet or the SK ammunition or the target rifle ammunition. The bearing surface is, like I say, 20,000 less than these other ones. So that's kind of an interesting situation there. I don't know, and of course the CCI Quiet, the bullet profile is almost, not quite, but almost identical to the SK. It's has a little bit more of a sharper point on it, but like the SK and the RWS is more blunt. But generally speaking, the bullet is pretty much the same. So these are just a few observations that I've made. I know some of the fellas, they whale their bullets and they sort them in batches, either by weight or by rim thickness or such things like that. I don't bother with that. I had tried it at one time and I didn't find that it was very advantageous. But I just wanted to give you my observations on the differences between the ammo. Between the RWS and the SK, it just seems like a different lubricant is the thing that you visibly see. And the lubricant on the CCI, I don't know, I wouldn't really call it a waxy lubricant, but it's not oily either, so I don't know exactly what they've got on that. It's not the same as either of the other two. I don't exactly know how I could describe it for you. Anyway, if you have some, you can check them yourself if you haven't already done so, just to see the differences. Those are my observations about the differences in the ammo. One other thing that I have observed is that the SK long range, in my gun anyway, shoots considerably better than the SK Standard Plus, which I don't have very good success with it, or the SK rifle match. I don't have much success with it either. Looks like exactly the same bullet. They travel, I guess, roughly the same speeds, except the long rifle match. I think they're faster. It's not marked on the box. I'd have to look it up on the internet again. But in any event, as far as groups go, they don't do as well as either the biathlon or the long range match, which so far has been most successful for me. Anyway, those are my observations. If you have any observations of your own that you wish to comment on, please feel free to do so. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.